Hi, this is Ron Evans with the Kaufman Evans Group here at Century 21 Award in Rancho Santa Margarita. And I'd like to say thank you for finding me here. You either saw this on Facebook and clicked, or you got a letter. Most likely you got a letter. That's typically what I do. And I wanted to talk to you a minute bit about your decision to come this far. So you're currently renting, and maybe you've been thinking about buying, maybe you've been a homeowner in the past. Whatever the case may be, I want to kind of work through a few things here for a couple minutes with you. And then if you like what you hear, you can go ahead and fill out your information below, and I'll contact you. If you want more information, or want to watch some more educational information, click that button, and it'll take you to another video. It's a little bit longer, a little more in depth, and it includes one of my lenders. So with that, let's kind of get into some of the reasons you might be renting. So I think of renting reasons as maybe budget is a concern for you. You don't know what you need for a down payment, or maybe you think that renting is cheaper on a monthly basis. So let's kind of talk about those types of situations for just a minute. First, let's talk about budget. Now, if you look at the cost of housing, especially here in Orange County, you're going to find that rent actually outpaces the cost of home ownership as far as how it goes up year over year. Now, when you own a home, you can expect your property values here in Orange County to go up by about 3 to 4% annually, but rent goes up by about 5% annually. So over the cost of 5 years or so, you might end up going from paying $2,000 a month in rent to $2,500 a month in rent overnight, just with normal increases. Now, there are laws around like how much a landlord can increase your rent here in Orange County. There really aren't very many restrictions in that regard. So you're just having to trust that what's going to happen is going to stay consistent, depending on the relationship you have with your landlord. I know I was in a situation one time renting, and I went and they went from about $2,300 a month on my rent to over $3,000 a month on my rent in one hike. All they had to do was give me like a 30-day notice on my renewal. And that was quite a shock and quite a blow to my budget. So maybe you've been there, maybe you've experienced that, and trying to purchase at this point will alleviate those types of concerns for you, because you're going to have a fixed payment for the next however many years you live in that house. You're never going to have to worry about your payment going up. Now let's talk about down payment. A lot of people think you've got to have 20% to put down. Here in Orange County, that can be a daunting task, especially if you're renting, trying to save up enough money to put 20% down. So let's say you're renting something and you've got like a 2-bedroom condo or a 3-bedroom condo, and to buy that home would cost you $450,000, $500,000 or so, depending on the area that you're looking in and living in. So traditionally, you're gonna have 80% to $80,000 to $90,000 to $100,000 to put down on that, and that's just kind of not always achievable for somebody that's renting, especially in that price point. You're probably not necessarily living paycheck to paycheck, but you're not bringing home most likely enough to be socking away that much money at a time. Well, I want to let you know, and we get into this more on the other video, but there are programs that can help you. There's first-time homebuyer programs. There's different FHA, VA if you're a veteran, if you've served in the military. Thank you for your service, number one. But number two, it's a highly unused and untapped resource is your VA benefits for home purchasing. Anyway, these programs can allow you to put down as little as 3%, 3.5%, maybe 5%, maybe 10%, depending on what you qualify for. That can help you get into something while keeping your payments still within reason of what you're paying for rent right now. Again, a lot of people just don't realize these things. Let's talk about another reason that you might be renting, and that could be you've got past credit issues, or maybe you owned a home in the past and for whatever reason, bankruptcy, short sale, something happened medically, death in the family or whatever, you lost your home or you had to liquidate your assets, maybe with the bankruptcy or something. And either you don't know that you can purchase now, or you're kind of afraid to pull the trigger because you don't know what the future is going to hold for you. Well, I want to let you know we can talk to you about things like that, and with our lender, we can work through some of those issues as well. Today, or in the past, it used to be you had to wait 4 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years after some of these things in your life to be able to purchase again. It's not that way today. Sometimes it's as little as 2 years of waiting to be able to purchase again, as long as you qualify financially. So let's help you with that, and let's kind of dig in and dive in and do deep dive on what you got going on financially with our lender, and see if we can come up with a plan for you if that's what a concern might be for you. Other than that, what I can say is, when you work with me and you work with my team, we're here for you. My integrity is not worth a paycheck. So I would never try to put you into something that is something I didn't think you could handle yourself, and something that you were just opposed to doing. But I would like to talk to you more. If you're comfortable, fill out your information below. I'll contact you, or my partner or someone on my team will contact you and kind of go over all your options, set up an appointment with you. If you want more information, again, you can watch the second video on the next page. Forewarning, it's long, it's very in-depth. I'm sitting with my lender to kind of go over things we just touched on in a greater detail, to kind of give you more of a financial picture. But just let me leave you with this. Like I already said, home values go up by about 3 to 4% annually here, and rents are going up by about 5% or more in some cases. Plus, there's no cap on rent. The landlord could raise your rent exponentially year over year without any warning and without any recourse. When you get in and you're able to buy a home, I know it sounds corny to say it's the American dream, and I get it. It's not necessarily the American dream, and maybe it's not even a dream of yours, but you can use home ownership as a tool for your future. You build equity. Maybe down the road you've got kids that need to go to college. Well, and you've got equity now built up for 15 years in your home. Well, you can borrow against that equity to help pay for school. As we all know, the costs of school are going up as well. Tuition and things, it's astronomical. So even if it's not necessarily your dream, utilize it as a means to an end if you can, as far as an investment is concerned. And maybe you're self-employed, and you don't know if you can get qualified. Well, let us talk to you, and maybe we can see if there's a program to help you with being self-employed or an entrepreneur. It's different today than it was just a few years ago. We had the big recession in the mid to late 2000s, and we had a lot of extra overlays with regulation and things on the lending. And now I'm not going to say that the regulations are gone per se, but banks and lenders, as long as you qualify, have got lots of great overlays and lots of great options for you to help you get into a home without it costing an arm and a leg and firstborn and everything else. So again, you might be able to do something as little as 3% down, 3.5% down if it's FHA, maybe 0% down if you're a veteran. I can't emphasize that one enough. Here in Orange County, as a veteran, you can take a loan up to over $600,000 at 0% down. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And a lot of these lenders too can give you even a credit on your closing costs, to where you're coming out of pocket very, very little to get into a home. I don't know what else I can say about it. There's options for you, even if you think that there aren't options. Now, maybe your options are not immediate, because maybe we do some digging and we say, okay, we need to put you on a plan, on a path to homeownership. Me and my team are perfectly fine in working with you long term for those types of goals as well. Maybe you had a credit issue, or maybe you had a bankruptcy or something, and it is going to require some extra time and some due diligence on your end to help clean things up. Well, we'll work with you, with our lender and with you, to put you on a long-term plan of 6 months, a year, 2 years even, if that's what it takes. As long as you're willing to put in the work, we're willing to put in the work, and I can't stress that enough. It's truly a partnership and a cooperative effort between us, our lender, and you, the client. So again, go ahead and fill out your information below if you're comfortable and you want to go ahead and take a call and schedule an appointment with us, or you can give me a call direct, 949-929-2270. Would love to talk to you. If you would like to just call our team hotline, you can. It's 949-229-5460. So again, my direct number, 949-929-2270. Yeah, 2270. The team hotline is 949-229-5460. That brings to multiple phones on our team, so more than likely someone will pick up on that. If I'm not available, leave me a message, call me back. You can also text me at either one of those numbers as well, but they both receive text messages. Hope to hear from you, and I hope you find this information valuable, even if you don't want to work with me or my team or my lender, but you're still thinking of home ownership. I think I've done my job in that regard to help maybe educate you and maybe put the thought in your mind of, hey, I can do this. So I appreciate you taking the time to click on this link and come here. Again, if you want more information, schedule an appointment with us below, or click on the other link to go to the longer, deeper dive video, and you'll have another opportunity at that point too to also submit your information for a callback. Take care.